Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke. Actually, I don't have a dad joke because it is Sunday and I did not have any members comment a dad joke. But we will do this day in history for February 1st, 1884. Oxford English Dictionary debuts. On February 1st, 1884, the first portion, or fascicle, I have to look that up in the Oxford English Dictionary, of the Oxford English Dictionary, considered the most comprehensive and accurate dictionary of the English language, was published. It took over 40 years until the 125th and final fascicle was published in April 1928. And the full dictionary was complete, at least 400,000 words and phrases in 10 volumes, and published under the title A New English Dictionary on Historical Principles. Fascicle. I'll look that up. Fascicle. A separately published installment of a book or other printed work. Am I pronouncing it right? I sure am. All right. It can also be a bundle of structures such as nerve or muscle fibers or conducting vessels in plants. Fascicle. Fascinating. All right. I would also like to thank the following members for starting a new month. Thank you to Anthony Spetzel, Dan, Catherine Gurka, and Sentient Roomba. Thank you so much for your continued support. All right, well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got sharp, pitch, flat, heater, clog, jam, boost, glute, plug, wedge, hype, bop, thorn, banger, Morgan, and mule. What are you doing here, Morgan? All right, well, sharp, pitch, and flat sound like music terms, and they're all across the top. So maybe we've got some kind of mini rainbow herring going on there. I say mini because I don't think there's a 4th one, but I think these 3 might all be different colors. That's my suspicion. But anyway, sharp, banger, like music. Yeah, like music you really like. It's a jam. It's a banger. I don't know if hype. We might have to expand the definition of what our category is to add hype. But let's see if there's a 4th. Heater. I've never heard heater to mean that, but if someone said that song's a heater, I think I'd understand. They liked it. Bop, of course. Okay. So I think it's going to be hype. Like this music's hype, but all right, let's give it a try. No, that's one away. Okay, so we're not going to chase a one away on that. Let's just find something else. That's what I get for just vibing a category and not looking at the rest. Clog like the shoe, or like a clog like we're plugged. We're clogged sink. Pitch clog. I don't think it's that. What else could happen here? I don't know what Morgan's doing here. Isn't there like a JP Morgan or something, an investment firm? Morgan. Maybe Morgan is fodder for like using letters. I'm not really seeing like, oh, okay. So it's organ with an M at the front. So do we have instruments? Yeah, we've got harp with an S. Log, am, oost, lute with a G. Log, edge, up. Horn with a T. Okay, so this is instruments with a starting letter. Musical instruments plus starting letter. Okay. Got purple first, although I did make a mistake first. And I think that this is probably yellow, whatever. Probably hype doesn't go in it, to be honest. But I don't know what does. Where's my 3rd one? Banger. So I think these go together, but I'm not sure. Maybe clog, wedge, and plug could all go together. What would be a 4th one? A jam. Ooh, so maybe jam actually goes with this instead of with the songs. Should I try that? I'll try that. No, that's not even one away. Ugh, okay, I'm making silly mistakes here. Let's solve this puzzle properly. So mule? Like, the animal that's combination donkey horse, or like someone who carries something. What else could it be? Mule. I don't know. I also don't know what heater's doing. Could heater mean the song? I just never heard that before. Like I said, I'd understand it if someone said it, but I've never heard that before, so it might not be true. Flat. Flat is also like what British call apartments, but I don't think it's that. Hype. Pitch can also be like the kind of tarry stuff. I don't remember the exact context of it, but it's like this black tar pitch. How did I only get purple? Like, I can't find anything else. Boost is interesting. I feel like boost doesn't have a whole lot of definition options. It's just kind of giving something a boost, giving it a shove, giving it help, making it bigger. I don't know. Making it faster, things like that. Just like a, I don't think boost can mean anything else. But I don't understand how to use it. Maybe boost and hype could be similar. Maybe pitch and plug. So these would be like advertising something. Okay. That gets rid of hype, which I had used with jam, bop, and banger. So that makes sense because that was one away. So let's do this. Publicize. There we go. So actually, this was yellow. So we've got bop, jam, and banger. And I don't think clog, wedge, flat, or mule could mean a song I like. So I think it is heater. Anthem. Okay. Again, I haven't heard heater. Flat, clog, wedge, and mule. This is green, supposedly. The only thing I can think of is it means to kind of block entry, but I don't understand how flat and mule mean that. So there's probably something else going on here. Oh, they're all shoes. Oh, I did say clog was a shoe. Oh, flat like as opposed to having heels. I don't know what a mule is for shoes, and I don't know what a wedge is for shoes. So let's just look that up. Mule shoes. They're just kind of shoes. I don't know. Women's shoes of some kind. And then wedge shoes. Oh, they have that like they're flat but with a heel. Like it's raised, but it's completely flat on the bottom. It doesn't have like a spiky heel. Anyway, all right. Yeah, these are both women's shoes. All three of these are women's shoes. Clog is not, but obviously, but that's why I'm not so familiar with them. All right. I don't know. There were some interesting red herrings in this one. Half the population might struggle more with green than the other half. Anthem heater for that. I don't know that I've heard that before, but maybe I just missed that word. I don't know how uncommon it is to not know that, or how common it is to not know that. Anyway, too many negatives in there. Trying to figure out difficulty. Let's give it a 2.7 and 70% solve rate. We'll see. What is going on here? Thorns. They give it a 2.5. Okay. 61% so far. 391,000 games in. All right. It's an interesting graph here. Huh. All right. I don't know what to make of that. I find it incredible that my game isn't unique. I mean, there's only what, like about 30 something people with my same game, but that's still, considering the mistakes I made, that's still a lot. Like, yeah, it would be incredibly rare if I had a perfect game, but for a game with these two random mistakes in it with purple wedged between them, like, that's pretty incredible. All right. Green first of winning games, green first is very common. 40%. So, like I said, half the population. Anyway, publicized yellow, even purple first is pretty common. It's the blue first that's not very common, and I'm thinking that might be heater related, but we'll see. Kind of evens out a little bit, but it's still about the same. We move a lot to yellow instead of green. And then ever, yeah, some people just got nothing. A lot of people just got nothing, or only green and yellow, which is interesting. All right, let's look at the breakdown. 16% got absolutely nothing. We've got, let's see, 5% getting green and yellow, 5% getting yellow only, 4% getting green only. So I guess it's hard to see purple. For like, if you either see purple or you don't, I suppose. The only word that really stuck out to me was Morgan. Like, what's Morgan doing there? Right. And so that made me see Oregon in there. And then that made these other ones pop out. But I don't think these would have popped out otherwise. All right. So yeah, this is a really common mistake. Clog, jam, plug, and wedge for blocking. That seems like a built-in red herring, but it's not a rainbow herring, interestingly. It's almost a rainbow herring. We've got jam, hype. So yeah, putting hype in instead of heater, and then putting sharp in instead of heater, and then putting plug in instead of heater, and then putting pitch in instead of heater. Yeah, I think not a lot of people are seeing that, or know heater as a song. Putting boost in instead of heater. Yeah, chasing that one away. Don't do that. Sharp pitch, flat boost, tone controls. Yeah. So sharp pitch, flat was all along the top. Don't fall for that. All right. Anyway. So actually the most common first lock-in is this clog, jam, plug, wedge, which seems to have been built in as a red herring. And then we've got green first, yellow first, purple first, and then blue with hype is more popular to lock in first, twice as popular to lock in first than the correct blue with heater in it. So I don't feel so bad about guessing that one. Sharp pitch, flat, and jam. 1% of people did the kind of the top row almost. All right. Well, that's it for connections. How did you do? Hello, let's do pips for Sunday, February 1st. We'll do the easy, medium, and hard, starting with easy. All right. I've got a 0, 4, 0, 5, and 0, 6. Okay, so I am thinking 6, 0 here, 0, 5 this way. Wait, no. No, I'm not thinking that. I saw that wrong in my head. But I think what I was thinking is this, and I didn't think it completely through. And then we can't put a 0, 6 here because we don't have one. So anyway, we could just stick a 3, 3 in one of these, but I mean, this is a 5 or a 6. Let's just try the 0, 5 here, and then we'll go from there. Maybe I can do like a 6, 0 here. Yeah, and I can do 6, 4 here and blank 4 there, and then 3, 3 there. Okay. I probably should have just stuck the 3, 3 in there, although I didn't know if it was supposed to go there instead. But yeah, okay. Just kind of vibe that one. Anyway, let's do the medium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the not equals. We have 0. We're missing a 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we don't have to have every digit in there that we've got. What do we have attached to a 5? I have 5, 3, and 5, 5, which will end up in the not equal. What do I have attached to a 4? I think I just had a singular 4. And that actually changes things a little bit. So other than 6, what do I have? You know what? Instead of that, why don't we just do the meta that doubles go into the not equal? And see if that just, oh, that's less than 2. All right, see if this works. So I have 0, 5, and 6 in there right now, and then I could just stick a 2, 3 and be fine. So how do we do these? This could, 3, 3 this way, and 3, 5 this way, and 6, 6 in there. All right. I get the feeling that that was not the only solution, other than the trivially rotating this 2, 3. I get the feeling there's something else we could have done, but I'm not sure. Definitely didn't prove it was the only solution. Let's do hard. All right, I'm wondering how much I can draw out of these for these dominoes. This definitely comes out here. This definitely comes out here. Now, what else can we say? I think we may have to actually look at the numbers here. Do we have a repeat of like all these less thans are exactly one less? Let's actually do the math today. I think that that's going to be important to know or not. So let's see what we can prove here. Because we had a very similar problem, a very similar one earlier, and all the blanks ended up in these blanks. So that might be what happens today. But let's just add it up. So I've got 9, I've got an 8, I've got a 7, I've got another 7, I've got an 8, I've got a 10, I've got a 9, I've got a 1, 7, 12, and 2. So these add to 80. So this total sum is 80. All right. Now, I'm going to add these up, and I'm going to just subtract 1 from the ones that are less than. So we've got 8 plus 3. Oops. Sorry, I didn't hit the plus correctly. 8 plus 3 plus 2 plus 12 plus 4, 19, 6, 2, 6, 62. Oh, did I miss something? I did 8, 3, 2. Maybe I should mark these off as I do it. Okay. So I did the 8, the 3, and the 2. I did 12, and then 4, and then 19, and then 6, and then 2, and then 6. Did I miss any? I did not. Okay. So this is a little bit different than last time, because this adds to 62. So the difference is 80 minus 62. I could probably do that in my head, but it's 18. And we have 3 empty cells. So that means all the 3 empty cells are all the 6s. How many 6s do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 of the 6s go in the 12, and then we have 6s in these 3 blanks. So 6s can't go anywhere else. That's kind of the conclusion. And all of these are exactly 1 less. Because if they were more than 1 less, we wouldn't be able to fill these 3 with big enough numbers. Because we need to make that 18 difference. Perfect. Okay. So I don't need any of this info anymore. The 6s are used up somewhere. It's tempting to just stick this here, but I'm not sure. Because we could stick this here. Okay, 8 and 3. This is 3 and 3. We do have enough 1s if we wanted to do that. With just 1s. What's our in still? Is it the 6s? What do I have for 6s? I've got 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 6, 6, 1. So 1, 2, and 3. Ah. 19 and 4 is almost all 5s, not quite. It's like 5, 5, 5, 4 maybe. In fact, I think it has to be, yeah. Since we don't have 6s to use in this cage, and it adds to 19, we have to do 5, 5, 5, 4. That's our only option. So how are we doing that? I have a 5, 4. I have a 5, 5. So, ooh, I could, oh, and the 6s are, okay. No, no, I can't do this. All of the 6s are in the 12 and the, yeah, we can't have the 6, 6 come out. Okay, so it is 5, 5, 5, 4. I've got a 5, 2. Okay. So This 6, this 6, this 6, and these two sixes are used up. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got plenty of 5s and 4s. I don't think we can say specific ones get used up. Actually, this double 5 does end up at least touching this one. Because if it wasn't, we'd only have 2 5s left. Is there anything else? This is a 1 or a 2. Can this be 3 blank blank? I don't see why not. 8 and 3. How about 6 and 4? That's uses some pretty small numbers. That has to use a blank, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Well, with what we've got, it feels like I should put the 6-1 right here, but that's just a feeling, actually. It also felt like I should put the 6-6 there, so who knows? I still haven't gotten into this puzzle. This adds to exactly 6. I wish I had some geometry to work with. Do I just vibe that this goes here? And then, like, let's just see if this vibe works. If it does, I don't have to think so hard about this. 6-2 here, 6-1 here, and then 6-3 up. And so then I would do, I suppose, the 4-4. The rest are 5s. So 4-5 and 5-5. Okay. And so now I don't know that I can do 6. These add to 5. I don't know that I can. This works. Do these add? These should add to the correct amount. So 1-1. Did I mess up? I think I had to have messed up something. What did I mess up? The less than. Oh, the less than. I made the less than 7 add to 7. I'm surprised I didn't make that mistake more often. So this needs to be 3-4. Okay. Now this is 4-4. I think the rest is still the same. Interestingly. Okay. And then, oh, so yeah, I knew this had to be a 2. I kept forgetting that these are exactly 1 less. So this is a 2. I was thinking it could be a 1 or 0, but no. Sorry about that. I mean, just forgetting things that I'd already deduced is very me. And so now we do this and that. All right. Yeah, so I guess just vibing it was the way to go for that. Once I deduced exactly what these cages had to add to and that these were 6s, it felt like I needed to do the 6-1 in here. I definitely had to, it felt like I had to do the 6-2 this way and then the 6-6 there. There may have been a way to prove that had to be true because this isn't a less than 3. This is a 2 is what I proved. And I kind of forgot that when I was vibing. Oops. Oh well, got there. How'd you do? Hello, let's do the mini crossword for Sunday, February 1st. Let's play. Spot to shop. Not sure. The mall, maybe? Actually. Pounded sticky rice, sometimes filled with ice cream. Is that mochi? Mochi? However that's said. Blank Chekhov, Three Sisters playwright. It's Anton, I think. Like many dive bars and bird feeds. Whoa. Dive bars and bird feeds. Seedy. Jekyll's evil counterpart is Hyde. I think it's Y. Still wrong. Okay, so let's look at the downs. What makes the world go round per cabaret? Money. Performed in a play. Acted. Blank Island. U.S. state. Oh, Rhode Island. So it wasn't mall. Itty bitty tiny. The Mart. Okay. Darn, I was so close to just doing all the crosses and getting it really fast, but I had mall instead of Mart. But I did correct it. And then this was Squish as to a Pulp as Potatoes, which is MASH. Also a very good TV show. All right. Well, how'd you do? Let's do Strands. Today's theme is It's a Gift. It's a gift. So things you might give as a gift. perhaps. We have ing here. Present or pres. I'm thinking, I mean, I almost see sugar here, but it's not there. But I'm thinking like flowers. I don't know. But this could also be like virtuosos, right? Like, oh, I'm gifted at something. Um, being excellent, excelling. I don't know. Tip. Is it ing? I don't know. Ring. Dring. Shoot. I'm having trouble seeing anything that might work. It's a gift. I'm just going to get words that I see, even though they're likely not it. Is trying a word? It is. I'm thinking about doing a hint, but let's give this a little bit more time before I do. Sent. God sent? Or isn't there like God sent, like your skills? Or isn't that a phrase? I don't see it though. But is maybe sent is the end of our spanogram? If so, I'm not seeing it. Bog scent. Gent. Don't. No apostrophe. Word. Warn. I think I did warn already. Row something. All right, I am going to start with a hint. I need to know what's going on here. Award. It's a gift. You're gifting something, you're awarding it. So is this just words for giving? What's going on here? Offering. So we've got an award, we've got an offering. So these are nouns then. Gift, award, offering. Let's look around our border here. Dignity. Generosity, maybe? Generosity. There we go. Okay. Shun. Donation. 3 more. Present. Present is here. Okay. Grant and bonus. All right. It's amazing how just getting one word as a hint just can immediately just propel you to the end pretty quickly. All right. Well, how'd you do? Hello. Today's bonus game is Food Guesser. We'll play the daily. So what we need to do is we need to guess what country this food is from. We get pictures of it. Is this a Philly cheesesteak? Let's see. We've got baguette, mushrooms, cheese, onion, butter, ketchup, ham, optional sausage, optional chives, optional. This dish is an open-faced baguette sandwich, typically served hot. Features a layer of sautéed mushrooms, melted cheese, and is often garnished with ketchup. That's not a Philly cheesesteak. Traditional toppings may include ham, onions, or sliced pickles. Known for its satisfying and savory taste, this comforting street food offers a delightful combination of crispy bread and gooey, flavorful toppings, making a beloved snack for various occasions. Who's going to use ketchup like that? I want to just put United States. I'm going to start there, but I don't know. I've not heard of this before. Ice cold for United States. Yikes. And it's saying to go north to northeast from the United States. So do we go to like United Kingdom? Warm. It's called Zapykanka. Revealed the name. We're warm and we're still going northeast. So this might be Scandinavian. So if I were to pick the Sweden, that's in the middle of them. And we'll know the direction. Oh no, I have to go south. So is it Denmark then? How many guesses do I get? 2 more. Hot in Denmark. We're going southeast from Denmark. Shoot. What does that sound like? Zapaikanka. Southeast from Denmark. Germany? Czechia? It doesn't sound German to me. Maybe I'll go Czechia. Was that correct? Poland. Okay. Probably should have realized. Zapiekanka is popular street food from Poland that originated in the 1970s. It emerged during the communist era when food shortages and economic constraints led to the need for simple and affordable meals. It is often open-faced sandwich made on half a baguette or a similar type of long bread. The base is typically topped with sautéed white mushrooms and grated cheese. The combination is then baked until the cheese melts and the bread becomes crispy. I'm not going to read the rest of that, but you can pause and read it if you'd like. Let's go to the next round. All right. What are these? They're sort of like pockets of fried goodness. All right, we've got flour, water, olive oil, salt, yeast, tomato sauce, cheese, onions, garlic, basil, oregano, white wine, anchovies, or optional capers, olives, chili peppers. Already sounds Italian to me, just from the ingredient list. This dish is a savory layered flatbread resembling a folded lasagna or stuffed bread, featuring thin sheets of dough filled with ingredients like tomato, cheese, and sometimes vegetables or meats. The dough is folded multiple times before baking, creating a flaky, rich texture. Typically seasoned with olive oil, garlic, and herbs, giving it a robust flavor. This dish's unique preparation results in delicious, hearty meal options. I'm going to start with Italy. Okay, it was Italy. Just the ingredients. It was like, those are Italian ingredients. It's called scaccia. Scaccia is a traditional Sicilian dish, particularly associated with the southeastern province of Ragusa. It is a form of stuffed flatbread with roots going back to the 18th century. Scaccia is made from simple dough of flour, water, olive oil, and salt, which is rolled out and folded in a manner akin to lasagna. It typically undergoes multiple layers of folding after being filled with a variety of ingredients. All right, and if you'd like to read the rest, you can pause. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Like a cornbread dish-ish type thing? Why do they look so different? Is this pre and post cooking? We got corn, milk, eggs, sugar, butter, flour, baking powder, salt, vanilla extract, cheese, cream, and nutmeg. This dish is a rich, creamy casserole combining sweet corn with custard-like mixture, typically made with corn kernels, milk or cream, eggs, and a touch of sugar. It's often flavored with butter and sometimes cheese or spices. The ingredients are baked until golden, resulting in a soft, sweet, savory side dish. Pairs well with various main courses, offering both texture and a hint of sweetness. I mean, is this just cornbread? Or it says it's a casserole, though. I'm going to go with U.S. I mean, it sounds like southern U.S. type thing. So I'm going to go U.S. again. It was the United States. All right. Corn pudding is a traditional dish in American cuisine with roots extending back to Native American cooking methods and early colonial influences. I mean, corn is kind of a giveaway that it's going to be have Native American influences, right? Or at least in areas where corn is grown. As an indigenous staple, corn or maize was a central part of the diet for many Native American tribes. Europeans settling in America adopted corn as a primary grain, and corn pudding became a convergence of these culinary traditions. All right, and again, you can pause to read if you'd like. My final score is 12-27. I'm a little bit below average because I did so poorly on the Polish dish there. Yeah, I probably should have realized that that was Poland. I don't know why I was resisting going Poland. I don't know. I was kind of going Germanic instead. Anyway, cool. Let's spin the bonus wheel and see what tomorrow's game is. Zordle, suggested by Pamelam7. So Zordle is a Wordle-like variant where you're actually guessing two words at once, but only on one grid. So if you'd like to learn more about that, you can try Zordle yourself or watch my video tomorrow. And that is it for this video. If you'd like to watch Wordle, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, want to leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.